Everything you think and feel about yourself is a lie, and we're going to debunk it in this video. You have adopted thoughts from people that don't even like themselves, and you have integrated it into your own identity today. And you have acted out behaviors from these limiting beliefs. They're not even beliefs, they are lies. You've created a character that's a lie. Your circumstances are derived from lies. Everything you're experiencing now is because of your self-concept that has been built on lies, that has been built off people that don't even like themselves, and you've acted out behaviors that have resulted in the things that you have experienced right now. How insane is that? As if the government isn't corrupt enough, and we are out here corrupting our own minds and diminishing our own potentials based off of lies. This has to stop. So if your thoughts create things and you don't have the things that you want, then what are you thinking? Really think about it. I'm not talking about the 2 affirmations that you do, twice a day. I am loved, I am rich, or for the best one, I am rich, I am rich. You think twice a day, I am rich. And you think 500 times per day how poor you are, how you're going to afford your rent, how you're going to afford your bills. What do you think's going to win? What do you think you will achieve? This is the issue that we have. And your self-concept is paving the way for your potential. This is why we have to change it. So if you grew up in an environment that was loving and caring and empowering, you probably have a very high self-concept already. But if you grew up in an environment like the majority of people, just like myself, that was toxic and unhinged and extremely volatile, then there's going to be some work to do. So the best thing is to stop trying to manifest the things, stop trying to manifest the man, stop trying to manifest the text. I want to manifest a text back. Why aren't you getting the text back in the first place is the real question that you want to be asking. Why are you blocked is a real question that you want to be asking. Why has your self-concept allowed someone to go about their day and decide that they don't want anything to do with you and you're blocked? That's your self-concept. So you don't need to be focusing on the 3D, the circumstance, the things out there. It's inside. That's what we need to focus on. That's what we need to do. We need to get you back to remembering that you are one of one. Even if you had a twin, you'd still be one of one. You are the operant power. There's nobody else like you. You are so worthy and so loved. And we are in a society that profits off us not knowing our worth, not knowing our potential, and therefore not living up to it. So in the most basic form, your self-concept is your attitudes, beliefs, and thoughts about yourself, how we see ourselves and how we feel about ourselves when we look in the mirror, and how we perceive other people to view us as well. Your self-concept is everything. And so when you don't respect yourself, what is there to respect? That's what you have to ask yourself, because are you doing the things that you say you're going to do? First of all, self-respect comes from doing the things you say that you're going to do over and over and over again. But you want to start on Monday, okay? You want to have the weekend and you want to start on Monday. What happens on Monday? Do you stick to your goals? Do you stick to the things that you say you're going to do? No. Then what do? You've let yourself down even more. You've derailed even more. So now you're walking around with your shoulders sunk, with your head down in shame, because it's like a snowball effect. You keep not showing up for yourself. You keep letting yourself down, and therefore you have no self-respect, you have no self-worth, you have no self-love, because you're giving yourself nothing to love. You're giving yourself nothing to respect. This is why your self-concept is everything. So when you have a low self-concept and you're trying to scramble and change to 3D, trying to beg for a text back, trying to beg for the man to call you back, whatever it is, trying to beg for the money, at the end of the day, the universe can only give you what you are. It doesn't care what you want. It doesn't care. Ultimately, it doesn't care. Who are you? How are you showing up? And so we did an exercise in my previous video. Go and check it out if you haven't. Of just breaking down and decoding the beliefs that we have about ourselves. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something like, I don't get what I want because, or things don't work out for me because, fill in the blank. So things don't work out for me because whatever comes up there is the very thing that's holding you back. That belief about yourself is a fabrication you've adopted from your teachers, your parents, your colleagues, your peers, whatever it is, who don't even like themselves. Like, what? So we have built this concept of ourselves that we are not worthy, we are not good enough, we are not lovable, based off of lies. And so that lie that you just figured out then, you start to decode it, and you start to do this with all of your beliefs. Get rid of all of these limitations, these cages that we've created for ourselves, and start to dissolve them one by one. And soon, when you are elevating your self-concept, when you think highly of yourself, when you're continuing to show up for yourself like your life depends on it, because it literally does, you start to have self-respect, you start to have self-worth, and you start to love yourself more. You start to feel good, feel sexy. Remember that you're the operant power, because you are. And nobody can take that away from you. So it doesn't matter if when you are building your self-concept, things are not going well in your 3D, because you know, and you're so sure that when you are raising your vibration, you can feel that shift. It's in days. It's in days when you feel the shift, that you're worthy, that you're deserving, that you're capable. You don't care what's going on. You don't care if you don't have a text back. You don't care if you're blocked. You don't care if you don't have the money in the bank, because you know that you're worthy. You know that you're deserving. You know that it's on its way. So when you then do the opposite, which is focusing on the lack, or the people that aren't here, or the money that's not here, or whatever, you don't have that self-confidence, and you don't have that power, that self-worth inside. So you're scrambling, and you're worried, and you're nervous, and you're anxious, because you don't know that you're the operant power. So you don't know that everything is always working out for you. Anything you touch turns to gold, that you are the operant power. You don't have that conviction. So what do we start to do? How do we change our self-concept for the better? The best thing that I ever did was remember that I am loved, no matter the trauma, no matter the things that I've done, no matter the people that I've hurt, and hurting my inner child and hurting myself. No matter what I have done, I am still worthy, and I am still deserving of love. And corny, cheesy, I don't care. You want the things, you're going to have to love yourself, right? You want the man, you're going to have to love yourself. Remembering that I am loved, I am lovable, and I am worthy dissolves any circumstance in your life, because suddenly there's no importance, there's no rush. I don't care, because you know, right? You know that you are that girl, you are that guy, you got this no matter what. You click your fingers and it arrives. And that is the best advice I could give you, is remembering that you are worthy and you are loved. Now, how do you do that? If you have spent the past 20 odd years telling yourself and evidencing to yourself that you are not worthy through your actions, through your behaviors, through your thoughts every day, then you sit in a mirror and say to yourself, I love myself twice. What do you think is going to happen? Which program do you think is going to win? Right? You can't just do it once. It's a lifestyle shift. It's a collaboration with the universe. The universe wants to give you everything you want. Do you not understand? It's begging to open the doors and serve you, but it cannot when you are not holding your end of the bargain up. And so stop trying to manifest things and start focusing on your self-worth, your self-concept. The best thing to start reprogramming 500 to 1,000 affirmations a day. You may say that's a lot, but you think 70,000 thoughts in a day. Why can't you spend 30 minutes to an hour starting to reprogram your mind with 1 to 2 affirmations, and not the ego affirmations like I am so rich, or I am so successful. Forget that, right? I am worthy and I love myself. The 2 affirmations that you need that will change your life in 21 days or less. Like, it's insane. 500 to 1,000 a day. Why can't you commit to that? Why? Seems a lot. You can't wake up an hour earlier. You're lazy. You don't believe in yourself. Because if you loved yourself, and I'm talking truly, deeply loved and adored yourself, there is no way you wouldn't show up for yourself. There is no way that you would, let yourself down. You're constantly letting yourself down. I'll do this for 21 days. 3 days go by. And that was me. That's what I did for so many years. I'm like, why are things not changing? I want them to change so bad. Yeah, because I wasn't changing. The second that you realize that you are the operant power, that you are worthy, you are capable, you are loved, and you are lovable, everything else shifts. So whichever circumstance you're currently facing, you have created, which means, yes, you are so powerful, you can uncreate it. How incredible is that? And so the only thing to do is persist through the current circumstances, because they're not going to be around forever. Were they always around? The circumstances that you're in right now, has it always been this way? No. It's taken a while to get here, right? So it's going to take a second to shift things, to remember that who you are and what you're worthy of. That's fine, because you know what? You know that you are the operant power, that you have it in you, that you are loved and you are worthy. And it's not some cringy surface level stuff. I mean, it may sound cringy, I don't care, but it's not some surface level stuff. It's the kind of knowing that the sky is blue and the grass is green. That is the knowing that you need to adopt. I am worthy, I am loved. That's it. 500 to 1,000 affirmations a day. If you're really going through it, I mean, do more. Hours and hours and hours. When you're brushing your teeth, when you're doing your makeup, when you're going to work, on your way to work, every single time a negative thought comes, I am worthy, I am loved. Click your fingers and change the narrative. But also in the morning, you wake up an hour earlier. Yes, wake up an hour earlier for 21 days. Why not? This is your life. We're literally gonna die. Like, why wouldn't you give it everything? Wake up an hour earlier and focus. Set a timer on your phone for 30 minutes and look in the mirror into your eyes and tell yourself that you love yourself. Tell yourself that you're worthy. It's gonna feel uncomfortable. You may even cry because you've never had that level of intimacy with yourself. You've never had that level of respect for yourself. You've never shown up for yourself like that. No one ever taught you to love yourself. So try this for the next 21 days. You can also check out my free self-love meditation on my YouTube. It's absolutely incredible. I'm loving the results so far from it, and you just must try it. So definitely try adopt that, and make sure that you're sleeping to affirmations. Whether you find some on YouTube, I do personalized affirmations as well, but make sure you're sleeping to self-love affirmations and you're reprogramming your subconscious while you're asleep. You literally don't have to do anything. At the end of the 21 days, things will have shifted so dramatically that when you do want to start manifesting the money or the house or the car or whatever, if it hasn't even come in those 21 days, because usually when you shift your self-concept and you raise your self-worth, things just start flooding. When you do want to start manifesting them, there's no desperation, there's no need, there's no want. You already are. You have everything, because you are the operant power. Thank you for watching. I love you. You are worthy. You are loved. Enjoy.